Okay. What's up, buddies? Welcome back to another 6 p.m. content epi. Well, or non-tent epi, I suppose. But here's hoping EA turn things around and actually give us some proper content. The last few days, weeks, etc. haven't been crazy. In terms of EA's contribution to content, I think our content has been absolutely nuts. So if you saw last episode, you would have seen that the pack luck is just going and going and going. We are using this team right now. I'm going to explain it more in the 8 a.m. epi, but we're trying something new because I feel like I'm playing great FIFA right now in Division 1, but I'm like winning a game, drawing a game, losing 3 games. Winning 3 games, then drawing 3, then, losing 2 or 3. So I can't really get a lot of consistency right now. I think there's a couple of issues with my my back line. We are going to be trying out a new formation as well. So this is kind of the squad that we're planning with. And just again, to let you guys know, for the 2nd or 3rd or 4th or 10th time, this guy is a god. I know in 11 games, he only has 9 goals as my striker, but the amount of wonder saves, the amount of posts, the amount of... If I was a little bit more clinical, maybe my opponent's keepers weren't cracked, I swear he'd be on about 25 goals in 11 games. And for me, it's all about how a player feels. And Heung-min, if you ignore Cruyff and Mbappe, feels incredible. I absolutely love him. So anyways, let's see what Tuesday 6 p.m. content or non-tent there is. We've got a bunch of packs to open either way from gold upgrades. So did EA give us a player to grind, an objective to grind? We got week 4 golds done. None of this means anything because we already have all the season objective players done. I keep forgetting to do the Ajax thing, so I do need to do that for the pack. Why not? So nothing in terms of objectives. Milestones, maybe? Nope. Nothing in terms of milestones either. Okay, so that's slightly concerning. What about... Okay. Kostic has that like 2-star weak foot or whatever, right? I don't know if I even care. I'm gonna be a negative 28T. Boys, I think this is another L. Now, if you're running a Bundesliga setup, or maybe, you're Serbian and Kostic is a baller for you, it's still a great card, right? An 86 rated Kostic is cool. I have no idea what Frankfurt are doing in the Europa League, so I'm not sure. Does anybody know specifically where and how Frankfurt are doing? I mean, he almost looks like he'd be a better box-to-box mid, actually, with those stats. And where you don't have to touch his actual pace. Maybe you give him a Guardian? Bro, if you give him a Guardian... he looks like he'd be a pretty lights out box-to-box mid. They're first, but they've lost. This is more 6 p.m. content where I log in and log out at 6:02 p.m. UK. Yeah. Well, what's the cost for Kostic? Haha. He doesn't Kostic much. Haha. Anyways, because I'm a degenerate, we might end up crafting him purely off of just dupes. Ooh, look at that dynamic, too. I mean, that dynamic is hot AF. I will say that. So I just want to show you guys, right? It's getting to the point now, for me, and I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but this will be a good, an indicator as to whether or not you should do him. I personally don't think that Kostic is worthwhile doing unless you're running a crazy Bundesliga team or you're a big fan of Frankfurt. Or there's a small... demographic of people, if you will, that Kostic will make sense for. But a poor man road to glory, like a regular PMRTG, we're staying liquid, stay the hell away from those types of cards. I would even say, and this is what I wanted to get to, even for a first owner RTG, do you even need to put 50, 60k or 30k or 40k into a Kostic when, without much effort, although admittedly some crazy pack luck, this is what our squad looks like. Like, I wouldn't even know where to put Kostic. Either we put him in the attack instead of Leroy Sané for the sake of doing it, or again, we put him into the midfield and take out a Zakaria who's a beast, or Jude Bellingham, who I really, really, really enjoy. I mean, for God's sakes, I've got so many players that don't even make the team already. Verts is better. Well, Verts would be my central cam. So, I mean, for God's sakes, Haaland isn't even in my team right now. I never thought that would be a thing for our Bundesliga squad. So for me, boys, I think I'm going to craft him purely as fodder. Just turn 82 rated, 83 rated players into an 86. Maybe he gets an 88, right? 86s. Do they get boosted to an 87 or 88 as their first inform? Kostic for Jude, maybe. Yeah, but dude, Jude is a sick card. So that he only goes to an 87. So even if they win their next 3 games, they've already lost their first. They are going to go through, it looks like. So he will get 1 upgrade. But does it matter? Like, other than getting him as fodder, does it matter? Oh, wait, no, sorry. They won their game. Okay. So you might even be looking at an 88 Kostic. Maybe. I don't know. So I think we'll slow craft him. How much time do I have on that Kostic? I really just think for anyone that is running an account other than me and like content creators, or if you're just super loaded and you want to just try a new player out for the hell of trying them out, okay, go for it. Outside of that, man, that is pretty dead content. And this might be the day where me and Nep get our F1 series back together, man, because other than me grinding D1 gameplay, which is what I'm doing right now, and I'm not against it. I love gameplay in clean gameplay. If the servers are clean, I adore gameplay. But this is a concern, man. This is a concern. Like, there's no long-term gameplay grindable stuff out there. You know, if you get your 7 wins in Rivals by Monday or Tuesday and you qualify for champs or don't qualify for champs, there's not a lot of things going on right now, if I'm completely honest. So anyways, we'll end the 6 p.m. epi with another set of 10 packs or whatever. YouTube, hopefully I get nothing, so that at least that way you guys aren't mad at us always getting crazy good content. But I would say this is probably the first day of 6 p.m. content where it's truly non-tent, isn't it? And this year has been slow, but today is another level of slow. A dead Team of the Week pack upgrade that nobody cares about, and a Kostic that I would say like 99.9999999% of the community won't care about. And even worse as well is the issue right now, and again, we're going into heavy detail testing out the new patch for FIFA. The new patch, boys, is freaky. So you know how they posted in patch notes saying, oh, AI auto lunging and intercepting everything, we're adjusting that for through balls and for like ground passes. I can promise you that the AI still intercepts and lunges into everything nonsensically, to the point where they might have made it worse. Number 1. Number 2, the only thing I've noticed that they've done with this patch now is lob through balls break your defense. Like long, the rat football. So the guys that sit with 10 players behind the ball and then try and win the ball back and do those brain dead long through balls. Now, manual defending those lob through balls is impossible. We're back to FIFA 11 through balls now, where, remember back in the day in FIFA 11 Ultimate Team, if you played that, kids were just the most brain dead ever. You could just win the ball and do a spam lob through ball, and even if you're manual defending the through ball, your defender would sit there and slow down, and even though you're holding sprint forward, your defender just stops running and they just easily run it on net, no matter how intelligent you are defending. That is now a thing. I've only played 3, maybe 4 games of Rivals, but the amount of times where I've read a guy's lob through ball with Van Dijk, have plenty of space, it's Virgil van Dijk on a shadow, and Van Dijk just stops running or falls over himself as they send their player in on net, is concerning. So that's all I found so far with the latest patch, is that it seems to help the the ultra sweaty D1 rats. I haven't noticed anything else change in Rivals. So be that as it may, we'll go into more and more games as much as possible in the 8 a.m. epi, and it's looking like that's all we're going to do other than opening some packs throughout the day, because there's not much else to do. And then I think a little bit later, me and Nep are just going to get back into our F1 co-op series where he's with Mercedes and I got fired from Ferrari and I'm now with Aston Martin. So that should be fun. What are EA playing at? Oh! Oh! Wait, was that not 8 flames? I thought it was something gonna be good even. Oh well. Cheeky little bit of SBC fodder. Can't be too upset. Oh! Barella! I think he might get into our Serie A squad, boys. I only used Inform Barella in the draft, and my God, is Inform Barella good. You are so lucky if you have that card in your club. Give him in either an anchor or a hawk, whatever you want, and he is a lights out box-to-box mid, man. The flames have to go all off at once. Wasn't it 8 flames at once there? Oh, well, cool. Nice. I think we got well, do I need Barella in my Serie A squad? I thought that was back-to-back walkouts. All right, nobody cares. It'll be that 83 rated batch. That is going to be a dupe. Oh, double 83s. Love that. So, boys, these 6 p.m. epis, some days are going to be sexy, are going to be awesome, are going to be crazy, are going to be cracked. Other days like today, there's not going to be a lot of content, and then we're not going to get anything crazy from packs. That's just how it goes. But my promise to you guys is to give you these 6 p.m. epis every day. I mean, obviously, the Twitch stream gets 6 p.m. content daily, but we're bringing it to YouTube as well this year instead of just putting it into the actual RTG epi like we would normally do. And even if there is no content, you guys are still going to get the 8 a.m. epi as well, where we at least, very least, test out gameplay. So apologies that this may not be the sexiest epi. I'm discarding inform. Ooh, see you later. That's good. I'll take 10k. Also, don't care. Also, I don't think I'm gonna do Custage. I believe I've just decided. Even crafting him with like No Man Left Behind players, I still don't think I'm gonna do Custage, because honestly, why? Costage is 35 to 40k. I know, but also who cares? You know? Anyways, love you guys. Appreciate you all. Hopefully you are finding your fun in FIFA Ultimate Team, because I am still, even if there is no content, I am still enjoying the gameplay grind. I hope that you guys can as well. We'll catch you videos on the flip side. Peace.